We're going to bring in our next guests. They're representing Sacramento Blues Society, Christian Dewild and Mike Pavisich. I had a feeling there was a... What's that one? Left? Okay, so I want these two. Pavisich. Okay. Christian has vocals and plays guitar, and Mike is on percussion. You can check them out on Facebook at Christian Dewild, and it's ChristianDewild. And the website is Christian Dewild Band. Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome.
You very much.
Thank you. Just make sure that switches are up.
This guy should be on. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, good. Talk about his first time here in Memphis for the IBC.
This is our first time, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Talk about how long have you guys played together, I guess, first question.
I think it's about 10 years.
We keep saying 10 years, year after year.
It's been 10 years for maybe about 15 years.
Listen, just keep that one a little closer to your mouth, would you, please? Right. Thank you. And I'm going to clean them all after the show's over. Is this the first time you've ever tried the local challenge, or have you tried to do it in the past?
We tried the past. We've done it once. We got runner-up a couple years ago, and then this year we made it all the way over here.
We made it all the way. What's the motivation? I'm curious. What's the motivation for you guys? You know, being together 10 years, waiting almost 8 years before you actually, tried to do it, and then continued to try to do it.
Well, we would just play. We played locally around Sacramento, and we just played to play. And then we became friends with a gentleman by the name of Bo, who comes here every year.
Bo Ely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And he's the one who took us aside and said, "Hey, we should really give this a try." And
cool.
Yeah, he's been an inspiration. He's always in our ear with little tidbits of great information.
And for someone who comes here all the time, he's going to have it for you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so now you get here, and first time in Memphis at all, or had you come to Memphis any time prior to that?
I have never been to Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the first time.
Okay, so you get here the other day, and you leave your hotel, and you walk down, you get to the head of Beale Street, and you actually put your feet on what is considered Beale Street. What's that feeling? What's that initial reaction you get?
I think soon right after we took that step, I texted my wife and said, "I'm in heaven." and I texted her several times. I think we did it again at Sun Studios. I'm in heaven.
Yeah. Mike?
Yeah. No, it was great. I mean, to get more involved in the blues and play it and be more aware of artists and the music over the years. And then, of course, the research online, and you see these pictures, and then you're actually on the street.
Yeah.
Really, it's like a sponge, just absorb it and enjoy it. And we've been to New Orleans and some other places where, there's a row of bars, but to have this kind of history, too, I think is incredible. And still soaking it in, just really enjoying it, the people on the street and the people who live here, just that whole experience.
What's your schedule for today? Where are you playing? What time?
We are playing at the Orpheum Juke.
Okay.
At 9 o'clock this evening.
Okay.
Or 9:30.
9:30?
I think 9:30 tonight.
And
then
7
early
tomorrow.
And 7 tomorrow.
Yeah. So you'll get to see a lot of your fellow challengers in the room tonight and get a feel for what the room is like. You're watching. Let's do hypothetical. You're sitting there watching. You've been now for the last month probably working on that 20-minute set, making sure that son of a bitch is right at there at 20 minutes or 19 minutes so you don't go a second overtime. I can't believe I actually said that. I very rarely do that online, on air. But and you're listening and you're hearing all these other bands, and you start to think about it and say, hey, instead of this one, because of what they're doing, that one sounds a lot like everybody else is doing. Let's do something that doesn't sound like them. Do you make that switch? I mean, as a challenger, I don't think I've ever asked that question. Is it even the thought in your head?
At this point, today, no. We don't make that switch. We thought long and hard about what we do, what we're going to do here. But when we're in Sacramento competing for this, there were some bands that had us definitely questioning what we're going to be playing. Third Stone Blue was one of them, a great band. And they definitely had us going, okay, what should we do here?
Yeah. But no, I think we're really confident with the songs. I mean, obviously, a lot of it is based on the vibe of what Christian does, and these are the best selections in the 25-minute section. So, I mean, it just kind of ups our game a little bit to make sure we play it harder,
right?
Or we play a little bit tighter, a little more aware. But we're pretty confident, and if there's some vibes or some songs or sounds that double up, I mean, that's why the people are there and the judges, because we're all going to be different. So.
And maybe it's more accurate might be, do you go back to the hotel room tonight and rethink what you're going to do for tomorrow, or do you have two totally separate sets for the 2 nights? I'm curious about that.
We have one set, and I think Mike put it really well. That's we picked what we do, what sounds like us, and that's what we're going to bring.
Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to encourage you to be, because one of the points I always make is, no matter what you do, get to Memphis and do the same thing you're doing wherever you happen to live.
Yeah.
Don't get to Memphis and change because, now I'm in Memphis, so I need to do this because there's a judge in front of me. Because as soon as you do that, you're out.
I don't know, Vinny. I think now you have me questioning everything.
No.
We gotta go.
No. You guys are good. You guys are real good. And don't. No. I'm just. I don't know. I had never asked that question about a challenger and would they do that.
Well, I mean, we've got some song. I mean, we've got luckily we've got the set through the end. Hopefully, if we get there. So we're totally prepared for semi, quarter, semi, and final.
Right.
And then we've got like 3 or 4 songs probably in our back pocket. Like, if we do a jam or if something really just kind of turns for some reason, hey, we'll pull that one in. So it's kind of like a reserve.
Yeah.
But yeah, the solid set we have, we'll add a song or take one out, but it's going to be the ones we're going to be doing pretty much throughout the whole competition going through, hopefully. So at least for tonight and tomorrow night.
And most importantly, just go have fun and be you and show them who you are, because no matter what, that's the most important thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
As has been said here a million times, you don't have to make that final stage to make this a successful week in your career.
Oh, it was a successful week since we stepped off the plane. I mean,
there you go.
This is an amazing place to be, and we are having a blast.
Cool. Christian Dewild, Mike Pavisich. They are from Sacramento Blues Society. Again, check them out, Christian Dewild Band. On Facebook, they are Christian Dewild. Is Preacher Man, is that from CDB?
That is from the album, CDB.
CDB. Okay, tell us about it.
This is a song that we produced ourselves, and we wanted to get a really raw sound, but we also wanted to keep the drums and the bass really driving in your face. And I think we accomplished that with this. And this is the first time I don't think anybody's heard it outside of us.
Really?
So this is the first time it's going to be on the air.
So this is a band, but this is a band. This has got drums. This has got a full band.
This is the band. It has a bass player as well, Steven, our bass player, Mike on drums, and me on guitar and vocals.
Cool. Christian Dewild, again, check them out. Christian Dewild Band. Good luck, guys. Have
Thank
a
you
great
very much.
time.
Thanks.
And this is Preacher Man.
Shaking down my tree. I don't need
Lee Del Rey Band, Preacher Man, and that's from CDB. And they'll be they're in the challenge. They'll be competing tonight. We've got about 10, 11 minutes left. We're gonna just jump in real quick here.